So, I've come here to Queen's Fair, and I've run into one of the most famous gay couples in America. Brendan, Fay.
Right. Hello there, Randy.
I recognize that accent.
Yes, of course you should recognize it. How many times did you have me in the lamp shop? You know, when I was kicked out of the school, who picked me up and gave me my next job? Randy Wicker.
I did because he had worked real cheap, that's why. And now I hear there's campaigns abroad with pictures of you and your husband of 5 years.
Yes.
And they don't want, is it Poland somewhere you're used as we don't want this in this country?
Exactly, Randy, yeah. The president of Poland on St. Patrick's night used in a speech to the nation, said if Poland signed on to the Lisbon Treaty, there would be dire consequences. Germans would come back to reclaim land that they lost, and also unnatural unions such would be forced on the Polish people. And next up came images of Tom and I getting married in Canada.
In Canada, you had to go there then. Now,
I said to people today, look, this is a beautiful day in Queens and in New York with pride and rainbow flags and people from all over the world. It's beautiful. But we still do not have full equality for everybody, for our community.
I saw their picture in Times Square on that, what's the name of that site? Fast. It happened so quickly. Some insurance company, and I happened to be there filming a woman that had her child on, and up pop Brendan and Tom. So I see you. Cherishing all the children of the nation equally.
Yeah, that's actually, Randy, we marched today with our banner from the inclusive St. Patrick's Parade, which takes place in Queens. And so we bore the t-shirt, this is our theme, people love it. But, you know, a lot of people stopped the two of us and said, we love that you stood up to the president of Poland, that you went over there. And then people even asked us, how could they get married in Canada or Massachusetts?
Did you go to Poland?
Yes, we did. We were invited by a television station in Poland to go on their primetime show, and with 8 million views.
After the president announced you, or before? Did you know what was going to happen?
Before, Randy. We were on the front page of every newspaper in Poland. People were talking about us. Who was the couple that the Polish president used, and why? Of course, friends over here emailed from all over and said, did the president of Poland pick the right couple or the wrong couple? He picked on the wrong guy when he picked Brendan, Fay, and Tom Moulton.
Brendan doesn't like... One thing I want to bring up, because you're here at a very serious booth, introduce yourself.
I'm Father Charles McCarran. I'm the Executive Director of Episcopal Community Services, which is the Bishop of Long Island's agency. And we're going to take one of our closed, empty churches and turn it into a shelter for homeless gay, lesbian, bisexual kids.
When are you and Tom going to adopt some homeless, gay, trans youth? Now I really put you. I should ask him because he's a man with the money, right?
No, it's not a question of money. It's a question of time and being able to be there, because you need to have guidance for them. So you got.
I would. In fact, this has always been an issue between the two of us. Tom, of course, is involved with kids and youth as part of his work in his life.
He's a doctor. He's a medical doctor.
Tom is a pediatric hematologist.
A pediatric doctor. So you see enough of kids all day long without seeing more at home.
That doesn't matter. It's a question of spending the time so that they continue to grow and do.
Right. Randy, you've taken a few under your own wing. You really have,
I was running a homeless shelter before there were homeless shelters for gay and lesbian people.
You took in kids from the streets, and they always knew they would find a place of welcome at Uplift Lighting. I remember when working there, you'd never know who'd come through the door. Right? To use
including some bad choices of associates, I might add.
I know, that's all right. They needed to use the bathroom or change their makeup.
Well, show your face on the camera.
Yeah, sorry. They You never knew with Randy Wicker's uplift lighting who was going to walk through the door. Every day was a surprise.
So now teenagers are worse?
Teenagers are worse. Absolutely.
A nice transvestite teenager. There you go. Transgender.
Well, an uptight gay couple, a nice trans child for a really bourgeois. Look at them. The tan, black, brown prison of gender. I'm a transgender fashion activist now, you know. Look at, I'm wearing a woman's belt. And, you know, you can interview the kids and decide which one you want to take in, Tom.
I really think that we need to take care of our young people.
Now, why are you giving him a hard time, sir?
It's not enough to write a check.
Teenagers are a pain in the ass.
They are. So,
say that again in case I missed it.
I said he took in Brendan, he could take in a teenager.
That's enough work, I said.
So Brendan is more than you can handle?
Absolutely.
Together how many years now?
12 and a half.
Wow, but you've been legally married for
5.
Oh.
5.
Boy, it took him a long time to tie the knots, folks. I always ask Brendan, when's the wedding going to be? And I waited and waited. So tell us where they can get in touch with you, what you're going to do about the...
They can look at our website, ecslongisland.org.
How do you say that?
ecslongisland.org. And the name of the place will be St. Andrew's House. In Astoria.
What?
St. Andrew's House in Astoria.
Well, of course, there's another way that people can be involved in the life of a young LGBT youth is by mentoring, offering to mentor, to invite a kid even into their home once a week, you know, for help with homework or life or a meal or just to give them...
The estimate is 8,000 homeless, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgendered kids, and there's only...
That's just in New York City.
And there's only 65 beds assigned for them, crisis beds, so that's why we're trying to open some more.
You gotta adopt a kid, you really do.
He's hoping to have it St. Andrews open by the fall.
Oh, well, good.
Yeah, we'll be inviting a kid to dinner soon.
Tom to St. Andrews, and he can see some of these kids, and one of them will tug at his heartstrings, and he'll say, oh, you know, Brendan, I wouldn't take any other kid, but that one is really special, and I think we should open our home to him or her. That would be charming.
I agree with you, totally.
My regular camera person, folks, this is Adrian, an incredibly skilled camera woman. Cameraman, pardon me, people, it's cameraman. She just corrected me. So anyway, so I just ran into my favorite old